Hi kids, it's Mrs. Roberts again. Welcome to my kitchen. I've got a new story for you today, and it has to do with something that grows in the spring. And what happens when spring is coming? Things start to grow. And so I always grow rhubarb in the spring, and that is where I got my idea. So let's get started. Our story today is called Daddy Wants Rhubarb Pie. And this is the rhubarb that grows right in my backyard. It's by Mrs. Roberts. I hope you enjoy. All right, here we go. Tommy sat thinking, what would his daddy want for his birthday? Definitely something sweet. I'll just ask him, Tommy thought. Tommy's dad was busy working, but Tommy asked him anyway. Dad, if you could have something sweet for your birthday, what would it be? His dad stopped working and thought a moment. Then he said, you know, there is something your grandma used to make. What? What was it? Tommy asked anxiously. And here's Tommy getting his dad to stop working for a minute and sit down and talk to him about what he wants to eat on his birthday. Can you tell? His dad works at a restaurant. Your grandma used to make the best rhubarb pie. No strawberries, just rhubarb. It was so good. Then Daddy went back to work. Aha! Rhubarb pie. Tommy had never heard of rhubarb pie or even the word rhubarb. That didn't matter. He was determined to get it for his daddy's birthday. Tommy asked his older sister for help. And here is his dad in the restaurant going back to work. Tommy's determined to find out what rhubarb is. I want to get Daddy something sweet for his birthday, he said. And Daddy wants rhubarb pie. Sarah gave him a strange look and suggested they go to the bakery for something sweet. Fine, but I know Daddy wants rhubarb pie. Tommy insisted. The bakery door opened, and the most wonderful smells wafted out. Now, this is where you'll find something sweet, Sarah said as she inhaled. The girl behind the counter was very nice. Tommy said, I'm looking for something sweet to give my daddy for his birthday. So here is his big sister, Sarah. Okay, and she's walking him to the local bakery. And this is the bakery that they saw. And they went into that smelled so good. Oh, we have so many sweet, delicious things. How about a cinnamon raisin Danish? Those look wonderful, Tommy said. But Daddy wants rhubarb pie. Just then, a young man came out from the back of the bakery with a fresh tray of half moons. Oh, wow. Those look delicious, Sarah said. with a grin at the young man. So here's the first girl that they met when they walked in the door. And she suggested they get cinnamon, raisin, Danish. And boy, does that look good. But when the young man came out, he had half moons. Delicious. You think Tommy will take it? Yes, but Daddy wants rhubarb pie, Tommy repeated. We are famous for our donuts, the young girl said, and these cupcakes are to die for. They all look great, but Daddy wants rhubarb pie, Tommy reiterated. Now look at the delicious donuts at the bakery. Could have given any of those to his dad, and they would have been perfect. And here she is. She says, these cupcakes are to die for. They're so delicious. Tommy says, yeah, but I think Daddy wants rhubarb pie. Oh, look. In the back, it does say homemade pies. The young man thought a moment. I am sorry, we do sell pies, but not that kind. Take a look at the variety of sweet cookies and cannoli. So yummy. Thank you, said Tommy, but I'm pretty sure Daddy wants rhubarb pie. Sarah apologized to the bakery staff and thanked them too. Then she told them she didn't even know what rhubarb was, but that she would take 2 peanut butter cookies to go. That night, Tommy called Grandma. The next day was Daddy's birthday. So here's the young man. He's letting Tommy know, oh, look at these cannolis. Oh my goodness. And a whole thing full of cookies that were probably delicious. But Tommy says no. Daddy wants rhubarb pie. Tommy heard the doorbell ring. Grandma stood on the front porch. Did you bring the rhubarb pie? Tommy squealed with excitement. No, I didn't. I did bring all the ingredients so you can make the pie yourself, though. And here he is, all excited. First, he's like, did you bring the pie? Mm-mm. Grandma brought the ingredients because Tommy's going to have to make the pie himself. That sounds like a good way to make a good birthday present. That morning, while Daddy worked, Tommy and Grandma started the oven. They carefully read Grandma's favorite recipe. They cut up the rhubarb and measured ingredients. And so check it out, guys. This is her old cookbook, her favorite old cookbook. This is the rhubarb here. They're going to cut up the rhubarb, measuring how much rhubarb they need. If you look at the ingredients, you need a little juice from orange. You need butter, sugar, flour, but the most important ingredients is the rhubarb. He's learning how to measure and cook. Last but not least, Grandma showed Tommy how to make a lattice pie crust. And here it was. A lattice, kids, is when you see how this piece comes across and the other pieces go in, up, and under. Okay? Over and under. And you do that all through the pie. And when you bake it, it comes out just beautiful. It's a very decorative pie crust. That night after dinner, with the family, Daddy said, "What? No cake for my birthday?" Tommy and Sarah looked at each other and grinned. "No," they said together, "no cake for your birthday because Daddy wants rhubarb pie." And he did. And here's Daddy saying, "What? No cake for my birthday?" Nope, because he got rhubarb pie. And if you look, this is after it's been baked, and there's not much left after they got started eating it for his birthday. The end. So kids, I wanted to also show you, this is the actual bakery. This bakery is in Cooperstown, okay? And this is the rhubarb from my backyard, okay? Now, I hope you had fun. Daddy wants rhubarb pie. And even though he had never heard of rhubarb, he figured out what rhubarb was. He went around, and finally his grandma helped him out to make the rhubarb pie. Now, I just want to let you kids know, this is fiction. And I have to thank the people in the story because their names are not Daddy, Tommy, and Sarah. They were just actors. I just borrowed them to take pictures because it is fiction. But I have to say I got this idea also not only because it's from my backyard, but because my dad, my own dad, loves rhubarb pie without strawberries, just rhubarb. And that's another reason I got a great idea. And I want to show you kids, it's so easy to find ideas to write about. And again, if you can't take pictures, I just took them with my phone and had them copied. But you could draw the pictures yourself. And I hope you do. So I hope you enjoyed our story. Daddy wants rhubarb pie. Again, thanks to the people that helped me in the pictures. And I hope you kids are going to be writing soon. Take care. And I will be reading to you soon. Bye-bye.